Wow. Hey, how's everyone? Today is Wednesday, it's August 3rd. Just about to go into, it's just before midnight, so it's just about to go into Thursday, August 4th. But not quite yet. Just a few more minutes. So I decided I would do a video that's showcasing my Paul Kelly collection. Paul Kelly is an Australian-born singer-songwriter, and I learned about Paul Kelly after I learned about Bic Runga, who has worked with Paul Kelly and is a fan of Paul Kelly's and is a great musician herself. But that's how I learned about Paul Kelly. I learned about Paul through the New Zealand artist Bic Runga. And Paul Kelly has done solo stuff, has worked in different bands. Paul Kelly and the Dots was his first, or the Dots, the band The Dots, and then it became Paul Kelly and the Dots, and then it was Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls, and then it was Paul Kelly and the Messengers, and he's also done some work with different artists where it was Paul and some other individual artists. But anyway, I'm mostly familiar with him. Well, actually, I have a pretty ridiculous collection of Paul Kelly's stuff, and I really like Paul Kelly's stuff. Although there's a lot of his material that I probably am not that familiar with, and that's kind of how it is with me. I'll get into an artist, I'll hear some things, and I'll say, "Wow, I really like this stuff," and then I'll just go all out and buy almost everything that I can get my hands on. Well, that's kind of what happened with Paul Kelly. So I have a really large collection of his stuff. Most of it is CD, but I do have I have 3 LPs, and I have quite a few interesting singles by the guy, and some of his various bands that he worked with, and some solo stuff. So here, hold on a second. I'm getting thirsty already because I'm yapping. But anyway, I'm going to show you my vinyl collection first, and then I'm going to show you the CDs. And what I have here in my hands are Paul Kelly and the Dots. The first 2 albums that he is associated with. And these are Australian imports, and they are beautiful. I picked these up a while ago. It's funny because I was really looking for the CDs. This is Paul Kelly. This is Talk, Paul Kelly and the Dots. Their first album. They only put 2 albums out, and I have them both. These are on Mushroom Records. And I was actually looking for the CDs because I was looking for these way back in 2008. So we're going back a ways. And yet, I found these albums, and the albums were cheaper than the CDs. So, luckily, I thought to myself, well, these are cool. And it turns out that they also each one of these albums comes with inserts. They both came with an insert, lyric insert. And and they're in really great shape. There are a few pops and ticks here and there, but these are really very clean, as you can see. Of course, when you, even though a record it might look mint, oftentimes when you play it, you might hear some pops and ticks. These have a few, but overall are very, very clean and quiet. And there is the beautiful Mushroom label. I'll tell you, I love that label. I think that's absolutely gorgeous. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful. And that only made me hungrier for more Paul Kelly on LP and on 12-inch and 7-inch records. I really wanted to get more stuff, just because the label's so beautiful. Great music. It's great. The guy is a great songwriter, and these are great songs. Paul Kelly and the Dots, Talk. So this is this is the band's first album, The Dots, Paul Kelly and the Dots. All right. And here's the Paul Kelly and the Dots, right? So here's the album cover. Here's your track listing. All right. And here is the here's the insert. Oops, wait a minute. There it is. Paul Kelly and the Dots, Talk. And here you go. Some shots of the band. You don't, boy, that's so politically incorrect, him smoking, huh? Sometimes they actually, like on a Simon and Garfunkel compilation CD, they actually photoshopped the cigarette right out of the picture. I think it was Paul Simon was smoking, and they photoshopped the cigarette right out of the picture. So this is an article of its time, man. And there you go. Here's the band. So it's Paul Kelly and the Dots. Here's your inner lyric sheet. How beautiful is that? In great condition. And the CDs are still really, really rare. But of course, with vinyl making a comeback, I mean, these records are beautiful. I'm really glad I picked these up. To have the complete package with the lyric sheet in it, and the condition that this record is in, and the cover is in beautiful shape too. Australian import. I love it. So there you go. There's the first Dots album on vinyl, in great condition. No real ring wear on either of these albums, as you can see. Yeah, my buddy Craig is married to Buffy. Buffy is a big Paul Kelly fan, so I'm gonna have to let her know about it. Buffy, you're gonna love this. I think you're gonna love it. Here's Paul Kelly and the Dots, Manila. So that is, I guess, a shot of the Philippines. This is supposed to be a promotional copy of this album. It's got that sticker there. In Australia, a lot of promos, they just put the sticker on the item, so it's the same thing. That's like a stock copy, but then they put a sticker on it, and that means it's on loan to a radio station. Well, I don't think this saw a radio station because it's too clean. All right, Paul Kelly and the Dots, Manila. I just listened to I think it was just the first one. I think I listened to Talk. I don't think I played Manila because I didn't have enough time. But I mean, I've listened to this album in the past. Actually, I recorded it to CDR, so I have it on CDR. Again, it's beautiful. And it's got a little sticker right on the Mushroom logo. Why you know, there's plenty of spots that you could have stuck that sticker, but they put it right on the logo, but that's okay. I'll let that slide. So, but anyway, there you go. Paul Kelly and the Dots, Manila, their second album and their last album as the Dots. When did this come out? Let's see, what's the year? What's the year? 1981. 81. And this is probably 82. Yep, 1982. Here's the, this is actually like an inner, well, in the UK they call it an inner bag. Inner sleeve is what they call it here in America. So, but anyway, so you get the inner sleeve. This would hold the record. Of course, I stick it in that polyline sleeve so it doesn't get scratched up. And then this is in beautiful shape. And the record is in beautiful shape. Slide it back in there very carefully. Yeah, Manila. Whoa. Manila. Wild. Nice picture. Cool photograph, really, actually. I love it, actually. I love that picture. All right, so I only have 3 albums. The third album I have is his second. I think it's the second with the Colored Girls, and it's called Gossip. And this is, again, I believe it's an Australian import on Mushroom Records. And I picked this up maybe about a year ago, maybe less than that, maybe a little less. Oh my God, it's in beautiful condition. Just a hint of ring wear, but you don't really even see it. And it's a double record set. All right. There it is, your track listing. If you can see it. All right. Beautiful gatefold sleeve. I really like this album and have played this album. I used to play the CD quite a bit. It's probably one of my favorite albums by Paul Kelly in any of his configurations. I really like this record. All right, let's see what's going on in there. And it does have It's so goofy. What year is this? Here, let's pull out one of the albums so you can see what's going on. 19 here on the beautiful Mushroom label, and it is so clean. I really scored a beautiful copy. This was released back in '86. '86. Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls. I don't know. Beautiful. It's a beautiful copy. A beautiful, what I would say, pristine copy with the two lyric inner sleeves. Side 1, side 2, and in beautiful condition. In absolutely beautiful condition. Oh my God. Just looking at it right now, I'm like, awesome. Awesome. I won't pull out the record, but I will show you the side 3 and side 4. So you get all the lyrics too in a beautiful package. There are many configurations to this. There are single album versions of this record, of this release of Gossip, but of course I wanted the full Monty, and here it is, a beautiful double record set on Mushroom, the Mushroom label from Australia, and it is in pretty much perfect condition. Right, so those are the three albums that I have. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for more albums. I think I like the early stuff a lot. I don't know, man. I just love it. I think it's great. And so here are I'm going to show you now my 7-inch record collection, and man, I love it. And this is Paul Kelly and the Dots. This is, I think this came out before the albums did. I think this is from 1980. Yeah. Seeing is Believing, Paul Kelly and the Dots, and Angel in Me. Two non-album tracks. Beautiful. In beautiful condition. From 1980. Yep. Seeing is Believing and Angel in Me. And these are non-album cuts. When I got these much later than I got the two Dot albums. And if I had these singles, I would have included them on the CDR that I burned. Of course, I would have included them on there, but but I didn't have them at the time. Here, let me show you the cover before I put it away. I don't know what I'm doing here. So, seeing is believing, Angel in Me. All right. And there you go. What a neat little package. I love it. I love it. And it was actually not that cheap. It was hard to find a copy of this. Now I think it actually might even be easier to find it. I think I've seen copies available. But I picked this up a long time ago. About 4 or 5 years ago. I think I picked it up. Much later than the albums, and it was, and you know, I had to pinch my wallet. So anyway, that's the earliest single that I got. This is another yeah, it's another Australian single. These are all Australian singles, all Australian imports on Mushroom. Most of them are on Mushroom Records. This is Body and Soul, which was actually performed by Joe Kennedy, who is some musical artist that was in a movie, Starstruck, and I'm guessing that Paul Kelly and the Dots were in the movie as well. The B-side is by Paul Kelly and the Dots, called Rocking Institution, and in fact, I picked up a copy of this first without any picture sleeve. So this is Body and Soul by Joe. What is it? Joe Kennedy. And then the B-side is actually Paul Kelly and the Dots. So I picked it up really for the B-side. I don't know Joe Kennedy. And I didn't know about the picture sleeve until a little while ago. I picked this up, maybe I got it a couple of months ago. Limited edition, it says on here. Limited edition. I don't know if the single's a limited edition or if just the picture sleeve is limited edition. But anyway, this is supposedly a comedy musical. And there's Joe and there's Paul. I guess that looks very funny to me. So yeah, comedy. Right, this was actually, when was this? 1980 as well? No, 1982. Rocking Institution. But Rocking Institution is not on, it has a non-album cut. It's not on one of those Dot albums anyway. So again, a non-album cut. And here is another import, no picture sleeve, just a picture, a company sleeve, Festival Records. And this is Billy Baxter. This is from 1980. Here, hold on a second. Carefully remove it from the sleeve. Billy Baxter, backed with Hard Knocks. I think these are both. I think these are both album tracks. But I picked it up anyway. I was buying some from one dealer in Australia, and he had this. I think he had those two. No, he had the second one with the picture sleeve, and with Joe Kennedy, and then he also had this and a few others. And I picked up a few things from him, and they're in great condition. But these are, I think these are both on that first album, Talk. All right, so it was neat. He has a festival company sleeve. It's not a Festival record. It's Mushroom Records, but maybe they're associated with Festival. I don't know. I do not know. But I like it. I like that company sleeve. Cool, man. I used to not really care about company sleeves, and more recently I'm really kind of into it now. Here is my copy of Body and Soul and Rocking Institution with a Mushroom company sleeve. All right. And here is, this is a later release, Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls, Before Too Long. Is it Before Too Long? Yeah, Before Too Long and White Train. This is not on, what is on Mushroom Records? Well, it says Mushroom Records, but it's on White Label Records, and it is a different looking label. Before Too Long and Night Train. Oh, Night Train, I'm thinking of wine. White Train. And I think White Train is a non-album cut, but I could be wrong. This is from 1986. Before Too Long, I think it's on let me double check it. I think it's on, yeah, Before Too Long. It starts off side 2 of this album, and White Train is on this album. It's on side 1. So they're both on the first record on here. But I suppose they could, maybe one of them could be a different mix or a different take. I'm thinking probably not. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I'm thinking that they're probably just both on the album. But a nice picture sleeve. Oh, nice picture sleeve. Beautiful condition. Right, Buffy? Pretty cool, huh? Nice. And here is Darling It Hurts. This is definitely on the album here. This is in a beautiful company sleeve for Mushroom. No picture sleeve, but it has the song Preaching to the Converted on the B-side. What a great song. Wow. Darling It Hurts is the A-side. But the B-side is Preaching to the Converted. And I love it. I love that tune. That song, that B-side really grabbed me. And I picked this up, this I got a long time ago. I picked it up. I can't remember where I got it from. I must have just ordered it from somebody on eBay or something. I don't even think Discogs was around when I picked this up. Or if it was, I wasn't aware of it, or whatever. Or it was too new to really be very useful. But I got this single, and I got it for the B-side because it's a non-album cut. And man, it's such a good tune. It's a really great tune. Preaching to the Converted. So there you go. I did recently pick up another copy of it, so I have 2 copies of that tune. Here is Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls, 40 Miles to Saturday Night. This is got one of those promotional stickers on it. 40 Miles to Saturday Night with Little Decisions. It's an electric version of Little Decisions on the B-side, and it is a non-album cut. Beautiful. And like I said, it is a promo, so you got the little promo sticker up there. And here is Little Decisions, an electric version of Little Decisions. In great condition. 40 Miles to Saturday Night. Yeah, this is great. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, check out that cover. Just great, man. I don't know. I really like these records. I really dig these picture sleeves. And I really like the music. And I'm still getting familiar with the music, but when I put these records on, I just dig what I hear. So I'm still getting familiar with Paul Kelly's material. Here is Don't Stand So Close to the Window. And Hard Times. It's got a sticker on it that says Special Festival Export, so yeah, it's got a little rough damage to the back. There's the front of this beautiful picture sleeve, and here's the back of it. A little bit of a scrape there. I do not care. So could be part of the photograph for all I know. All right, Mushroom Records. And I believe that the B-side is, again, a non-album cut. Like in England, a lot of B-sides, a lot of non-album B-sides. Yeah, here we go. From the album Under the Sun. (1988). Yeah, beautiful. And Hard Times, not on the album. definitely non-album B-side. So, yeah, nice, man. Don't stand so close to the window. Don't do it, dude. Yeah, I just got a bunch of these records, these singles, about 2, maybe 3 months ago. And about a month ago, I just started playing them one night, all of them. And it was great. It was really great to just sit and listen to these things. And, you know, I'm just really digging this collection. Here is a single, Dumb Things. And side 2 is Deportees. So, thanks to 96 FM, weddings, parties, anything appear courtesy of WEA Records. No, I don't know what that means. Oh, I think this is from a movie, Young Einstein. Maybe this is from a movie soundtrack. Paul Kelly and the Colored Girls. Dumb Things. Dumb Things. And Deportees. I think it's pronounced Deportees, even though it's spelled EES at the end. So, if I'm right, that's correct. Oops. Recommended price $2.99. So, I paid a little bit more than that. You know that's true, certainly with the shipping. From the Mushroom soundtrack album, Young Einstein, yes, exactly. And the B-side is not from the soundtrack, Young Einstein. So I believe that is a non-album cut. And this is again, it says limited edition, but I don't know if they're talking about the sleeve or the record, the whole package. I don't know what they're talking about. But it says limited edition. But I got my copy right here. All right, so you'd think that would be enough about Dumb Things, but no. Here is again, it's limited edition, but this is like a double single set, which sounds ridiculous. A double single set, but that's what it is. So you get two records with this single package. All right, another promotional package. Yeah, and there's some kind of stuff on here, or a scrape, or whatever that is. But again, I don't care. This is a really nice little package with Dumb Things and Deportees on the first record. All right, and this is on Mushroom Records. And then this record is Rock and Soul, backed with Reckless. All right. A bonus single, Not for Sale. So this was not just Overstock. This was a planned move by the record company to make a 2 single set. With Reckless. And I have no idea if these are album tracks or if maybe just side A is from an album and side B is a non-album B side. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm real pleased with the package. Did I show this already? I don't even know if I did. I can't remember. I really can't. So, all right, so there's that. I think what I'm going to do is finish showing off my singles, and then I'll do the CDs on a separate video. All right, Paul Kelly and the Messengers, Sweet Guy, backed with Ghost Town. Another promotional package too. There. If you can read any of this stuff, I don't know if you can see it. But this is now Paul Kelly and the Messengers. This was released in 80. I just can't see. 1989. And you just see that sticker again, promotional sticker. So it's a promo. But it is on Mushroom Records. Sweet Guy. From the forthcoming album, So Much Water, So Close to Home. I remember listening to that album and really digging it on CD. And Ghost Town is a non-album track. Ghost Town. Sweet Guy and Ghost Town. This says limited edition too. How come they're all limited? They all say limited edition. I think that's just a gimmick. You go into the store and you see, oh, limited edition, I better get that. It works, it works with me. I'll be honest, man. All right, so there's that, 1989. Paul Kelly and the Messengers. Here is a 4-track EP. A limited edition 4-track EP, right? All right. 4 tracks, and it says here it includes free poster, and as a matter of fact, this one does. All right, there's Paul standing around looking cool. Because he's cool. And 4 tracks. Most Wanted Man in the World, I Had Forgotten You, and then you flip it over and you get Beggar on the Street of Love live, and you get I Won't Be Your Dog Anymore. That's what you get. And of course, here's the beautiful Mushroom record. Beautiful record. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, here's the poster. Let's take a look at the poster. You can see that this thing's hardly seen the light of day. There it is, 1990. This record was released, and there he is. Not for sale, it says right on the bottom here. You see, it's not for sale because it's part of this package, so you can't sell this separately. Trying to sell it separately, you're getting yourself in all kinds of trouble. I just saw a news article about somebody. They went to Australia, and they had in their bag a couple of McDonald's McMuffins. I think it was 2 McDonald's McMuffins. Apparently, you're not supposed to do that in Australia, and he got fined like over $1,000. Most expensive McMuffins ever. That makes no sense to me, but I don't know what's the reason for that. Maybe somebody can explain that. But anyway, so there you go. I mean, what a neat little package. You get 4 songs, you get a poster, and it was all for $2.99, the recommended price. And of course, it is limited edition. Of course. If I go to Australia, I don't even know if I'm bringing any luggage because I don't want to get in any trouble. Here's Paul Kelly and the Messengers pouring petrol on a burning man. In other people's houses. That's the B-side. No title on the A-side. It's just Paul Kelly and the Messengers. Right? And here you get the information about the music. PKM 001.7. That's the it's the catalog number. Mushroom Records, but this has a different label, custom label. I do remember playing this one, and it had some more, a little bit noisier than usual, but still listenable. I'm still happy with it, and maybe as I clean it, it'll take care of some of those pops and ticks. Right? And there's one more here, man, and that's it. Paul Kelly and the Messengers. Don't Start Me Talking. 1991. Don't Start Me Talking. Oops. And this has, well, yeah, wait a minute. There you go. Another promotional copy. All right. Don't Start Me Talking. And From St. Kilda to King's Cross. I think that might be on an earlier album, that B-side. But it's not on, I don't think it's on this album. Or, I mean, I don't think it's on the album that this A-side is from. And it doesn't mention it on the label. Yeah, I don't see it mentioned in any album at all. Maybe it's a non-album A-side. They do have those. All right. And there you go, man. This one's in real nice shape. I'll tell you, I'm real happy with the Australian dealers that I dealt with to get some of these things. They were fantastic, and I gave them glowing feedback, man, because they were so nice, and the shipping was not prohibitively expensive, so I was able to get these at a relatively decent. I got pretty good deals, but I did get more than one thing usually from the dealers that I was dealing with over there in Australia. Great sellers, man. I was very lucky. So anyway, so there's my vinyl collection. I'm gonna cut this off now because we're at almost 52 minutes, and what I'll do is do a separate video for my CDs, my digital collection, and it's a pretty cool collection. So I will catch you later.